Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. Here we are on the first day of September. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Hope you're having a great start to your morning.
Here it is Tuesday, and now it's 6:30. Burglars hit a Lexington animal hospital for the second time in just a few months. We're tracking the investigation into that.
A Kentucky clerk faced with a difficult decision. Will she go against her religious beliefs or go against a court order? We're live in Rowan County with the latest.
Yeah, we were concerned. I walked over and I asked her if she was okay.
Witnesses describe the chaos as an overnight crash in Lexington sends several people to the hospital.
First day of September doesn't really feel like the first day of September. We're going to be a little bit warm today, starting off in the 60s. Huge dome of higher pressure off toward our east. And what that's going to do is keep most of us dry. And it's mainly about the heat and humidity, because as we go through time, those winds coming in from the south bring in those humid conditions. I'll show you all that in your forecast coming up.
Well, today marks the end of the line for embattled Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis. The U.S. Supreme Court has ordered her to issue all marriage licenses.
So the question remains at this hour, and just about an hour and a half before the scheduled opening of her office, is that will she go against her religious convictions or the federal judge's orders and potentially face jail time or fines? WKYT's Hillary Thornton is joining us live from Rowan County. She'll be there all morning tracking the latest developments. Hillary, good morning.
Good morning, Bill and Rebecca. That is right. Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis will have to make a decision today. It is a day that couples who have been denied marriage licenses have been waiting for about 2 months now. Yesterday, the United States Supreme Court denied Davis's request for a stay in a judge's ruling, which orders her to issue marriage licenses. When her office opens this morning at 8 o'clock, Davis will have to choose whether to issue marriage licenses defying her Christian conviction or continue defying a federal judge who could fine her or send her to jail. A gay couple who was denied a marriage license 3 times did file a federal lawsuit against Davis, saying they were deprived of their, quote, fundamental constitutional right to marry. We are told that couple, as well as many others, plan to be at the office this morning to get their license. Their supporters, who have rallied outside of the courthouse every day for 2 months, will also be here. Meanwhile, a large group supporting Davis is also expected outside of the courthouse. Late last night, on a Facebook page supporting the clerk, an organizer encouraged those who stand with Davis to be at the courthouse to support her no matter what happens, saying that this could be the last rally. Now, just a few minutes ago out here, a man stopped by and he was talking with us about how through all of this, he is still proud of Rowan County. And he says this says a lot about his community, the fact that all of these protesters that have been out here every day have remained peaceful. There's been no violence, and at times even the two groups have been rallying side by side for their differing beliefs. Now, as you mentioned, we will be out here throughout the morning and the day, and we'll keep you updated on whatever happens. Live in Rowan County, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Hillary, thank you very much. Now, new this morning, 5 people are recovering after an overnight wreck in Lexington. It happened just about 11:30 last night at Clays Mill Road and Lane Allen. Police say one of the vehicles ran a red light and crashed into the other. The victims were not badly injured, but they were taken to UK Hospital. And one witness says she is shocked by the sound of the crash.
It sounded like aluminum cans crushing. We were all going to sleep. I didn't know what it was. I just jumped up and ran as quick as I could.
The crash sent one of the vehicles into the lawn of a nearby home. Police say they are investigating the possibility that alcohol played a role in the crash.
And we are tracking the investigation this morning into a tragic crash in Corbin. Police say a woman died after being hit by a speeding truck outside a fast food restaurant. Happened yesterday afternoon in the parking lot of McDonald's on Master Street. Witnesses say they rushed to help the woman, but there was nothing they could do to help. Police say the victim is 66-year-old Norma Hicks from McCreary County. Authorities say a 19-year-old man was driving a pickup when he sped around the building. He hit Hicks as she was walking back to her car.
Yeah, we weren't expecting anything like that. We didn't even know we was going to see a body there. We just came up to see if somebody needed help in the truck, and then we just ran up on that.
Well, the driver was not injured. Police say he is cooperating with their investigation. They do not plan on filing charges at this time. Well, new this morning, we're tracking the investigation into a burglary at a Lexington Animal Hospital.
It's happened before. Police discovered the crime at the Regency Animal Hospital about 3 o'clock this morning. It is not the first time that center has been targeted by burglars recently. With the latest details on this case, let's go live to WKYT's Mark Barber. Mark, you've talked to the owner. What did he have to say?
Good morning, Bill. The owner of the Animal Regency Hospital says that he's practiced in Lexington for 19 years, but he was never targeted by burglars until this past summer. So imagine his frustration this morning, now that he's been hit twice in just the past 3 months. He says he's upset, he's fed up, that these two crooks who have been clearing his shelves of pet prescriptions and other medications have returned. His security cameras did not catch their faces because the men were wearing masks, but he thinks they are the same two men who broke into a store back in June. Thieves also swiped pet products from a vet clinic in Richmond and a second clinic in Lexington over the summer. The owner of the animal hospital here on Regency Road says the pet medications that were stolen this morning will turn up again online.
Get products that they can turn around and sell on Craigslist. I want everybody to know anything they buy on Craigslist, it's usually stolen product. You know, find it on eBay, find it on Facebook, it's probably stolen product. Find it on online pharmacies, it's stolen product most of the time. So, and this is where they get it. This is how they get it.
Now, the owner of the vet clinic here says that after the burglars broke in last time, he added security cameras. He says this time he's not sure what he's going to do, but he's going to try to up his security somehow. Now, he says that there is a benefit to putting in those security cameras the last go round. He says that this morning they were able to catch a shot of the license plate of the vehicle before the burglars took off. He's hoping that will help police catch the two men, but at this time investigators say they are still searching for them. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Mark, thank you very much. We're coming up on 6:38 now, and new this morning, a Lexington man is behind bars after police say he admitted to collecting pornographic images of kids. 71-year-old James Garrison is charged with 4 counts of possessing child pornography. He is set to be arraigned on those charges later today. Police say they found multiple images showing a child involved in a sexual performance. According to an arrest citation, Garrison admitted to saving the images from a website. Richmond police are hoping that a unique tattoo will help them catch a robbery suspect. Last month, a man was robbed outside the Ready Mart on Irvin Road. And the victim told officers he was coming out of the store when a man began yelling at him about his driving. The suspect then punched the victim in the face, grabbed his wallet, and drove off in a black Toyota. The man is described as white, skinny, with brown hair and a goatee, and he is also said to have a tattoo on his neck that reads, "Only God can judge me."
Well, this morning, police are desperately looking for leads after a shootout on Interstate 75 in Cincinnati. Someone fired at least 8 shots from an assault rifle in yesterday's attack. The southbound portion of the interstate was closed for hours. Police say 3 people were hit in the barrage of bullets. They say they don't think this was a case of road rage or a random shooting.
After controversy over a Woodford County high school student's clothing went viral, a committee will meet later today to discuss its dress code policy. According to the meeting's agenda, they're planning to look at the current dress code, review an alternative code, and talk about the possibility of uniforms at the school. The current dress code does not allow female students to show their collarbone. The meeting will be tonight at 6 o'clock in the school library. Franklin County school leaders say at the start of the school year, families owed them thousands of dollars in unpaid lunch debts. The superintendent says students with debt are still given a free lunch, but it's different from the other daily lunches. But Scott Ellis wants better lunches for those kids, so he is raising money for them with car washes. He has raised about $400 so far. He hopes better lunches will help kids become better students.
You know, that kid over there sitting on the lunchroom table and he's hungry, you know, that kid's not going to pay attention in class, because I know I didn't pay attention in class when my stomach was growling.
Ellis says he also does not want those kids to be bullied for having a different lunch. Superintendent Jones there says the school system is working with each family who owes money.
Happening today, a Franklin County high schooler suffering from a serious illness is getting even more support from his community. Frankfort High School student Bradley Kamek collapsed on the soccer field last month. He's now battling encephalitis at UK Children's Hospital. Today, co-workers of Kamek's mother are holding a fundraiser at the state office building in Frankfort. The luncheon starts at 11:30 this afternoon. Well, with a new season of Kentucky football kicking off this weekend, both Lexington and campus police want to pass along some traffic reminders. The Cats game against Louisiana will be the first since a new traffic pattern was unveiled on Alumni Drive, Louisiana Lafayette, I should mention. There are now 2 roundabouts on Alumni between Tates Creek Road and Nicholasville Road. UK will announce game day traffic plans this week.
We hope it all works out, certainly on game day there with the traffic. Well, the efforts to save a historical building in Lexington appear to have paid off. The Warwick Foundation announced that it raised enough money to save the old People's Bank building from demolition. Langley Properties owns the building and gave the foundation extra time to raise funds. They needed $850,000 to move the building from South Broadway over to West High Street. The 1960s era building will be turned into the People's Portal, which will be a community center. So it sounds like progress is made toward that.
Yeah. Well, first a Kentucky cat decided to throw his collar into the ring for president, but now Limberbutt McCubbins may have some other fuzzy competition.
Well, now there's Lucy Lou, the border collie from northern Kentucky, who has decided to run for president. She already has some experience. Lucy Lou is already the mayor of Rabbit Hash. That's an unincorporated community of about 135 people along the Ohio River. Bobby Kaiser, Lucy's owner and chief executive of staff, says that she will announce her ambitions this coming Saturday. No word yet if Lucy Lou will file as a Democrat, a Republican, or some third-party candidate. We'll see. But, you know, then you've got possibility of, I guess, a debate with Limberbutt McCubbins.
Yeah, you know, they say that the established political types are out this season. So
right, it may be trouble.
Some furry friends.
She's held that political office there for some time. So
we'll see.
We'll see how it goes. Hey, it's great to have you along with us this morning at 6:42.
Let's get a check of traffic right now.
Here's Officer Don with a check on live drive traffic. Good morning, Don.
Hey, good morning. No collisions. Just check the construction zone on Versailles Road. Down to 1 lane there for construction. So it's very slow in that. Well, not very slow, but we're going to get into that a little bit later. A little bit of a slowdown, bottleneck happening at the moment. Let's go to look outside and we'll show you what's happening as you plan to head out the door for work or school this morning with a live look at Rose and the Avenue of Champions, where traffic is steady toward downtown, toward campus. No major issues on 75, like we said, as we get a look at the Waze map to see live drivers are on the way in with normal traffic flow to report on the Circle and on the Interstate. Now back to you in the studio.
All right, and you can always join Officer Don and Deanne on 98.1 The Bull when you get in your car and are always having a good time. And we're glad you're with us on WKYT this morning on your Tuesday.
An officer in Maryland earning a lot of attention online, and it's all for a really sweet gesture. We'll show you this officer's candid moment with some kids.
It's all about the temperatures and the humidity the next few days. We'll talk all about these warmer days sliding on in here coming up.